serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Lord created these beasts to punish you wicked to destruction and these evil spirits. The fire, you people getting burnt up in these fires. The Lord created that to what? Punish you for your wickedness.
Yep.
You ain't just dying just to die. Oh, it's a coincidence. Nobody dies on the earth unless the Lord sanctions it in the heavens.
That's right.
The Lord said, I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. The Lord do all these things. So the Heavenly Father gives the order. Even down to the littlest thing, you stub your toe. You may fucking get your toe on the corner of your bed. You know, sometimes that happens to us. We slacking, but we repent. We be like, damn, Lord, slacking, you know. Kind of examine yourself, you know. But we know these things. See, us, we know that nothing happens by coincidence. You don't just hit your elbow or just fucking shit up. That's the Lord chastising you, you know. But these people in the world, they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know when all these calamities and hell is coming upon them because of what they wickedness. Especially our people. You want to continue in your ways of evil, so the Lord gonna get your ass. And that's why they call him Al-Shaja. Terrible demon-like power. It's a power you don't want to mess with. Yahweh, the ultimate, you know, he's the power of all powers, but the ultimate Jake, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like you got your pops instill that fear in you for those who have fathers in that fashion. And you know not to fuck, you may get over with things with your mother, but you know when your pops come around, you better be on point or he'll fuck your ass up, you know? Same way with the Heavenly Father. If his people ain't on point, he gonna fuck their ass up. And that's what the Lord getting ready to do. He getting ready to chastise 2/3 of his people in the harshest way. Because after this, y'all coming back righteous via the elect when you get come back with the heart of flesh. So this is the last time the Lord is gonna do his damage on 2/3. So he gonna do his greatest work. You know? You gonna know the fear of the Lord, the terror of the Lord in this day. When you starving to death. When your back is against the wall and you crying out to the Father, he ain't listening to your ass, you know? When you dying by the millions, mass death is coming to America. You people have no clue, you know?
That's right.
You got it out.
It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions.
Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions. You got people that get ripped up by animals. That's judgment. You had that white bitch. She had a pet named Travis the Chip. She had him as a pet, and eventually the monkey lost it and ripped the bitch face off. Disfigured her ass, you know? Made her look like Spawn, you know? And that's judgment of the Lord, you know? And why would you have a pet, you know? Let the monkey be free. Let him get back. Let him do his thing in the jungle. And that's another thing. You Edomites, you got to pay for that. You got animals locked up in cages in the zoos, you know? Animals that should be free, roaming the earth, doing what the Father created them to do, which contribute to the ecosystem. You got them locked up in cages. Got gorillas in cages. Depressed as hell. Fucking camels locked up. You got aquariums with fish locked up. That's prison, you know? You gonna pay for that. You know?
That's right.
You got it out.
It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Punishing the wicked to destruction. Now jump to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 verse 15. And it's gonna get to some of the ways these beasts are gonna punish you people. Because you people, like the brother was getting to, you got your idols, you worship these beasts as gods. You know, the scripture's gonna break it down plainly. You know, the same way you worship these beasts, the Lord gonna use these same beasts to destroy you. Wisdom of Solomon 11, verse 15.
Yep. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 15. But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance.
For vengeance, yep. They worship all these different animals and these different beasts. The Lord is going to send them same beasts on you. You got it.
That they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished.
You sin by where a man sinneth, you worship these idols, these beasts, by the same beast you're going to be punished. You know? You people like to worship the goat or the bull. The Lord can have a bull come and fuck your ass up, rip your body up. Continue.
It says, for thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions.
Bears are fierce lions. Let you come up against a bear now. You know, for us, we gonna send up the prayer, but I don't, you know, the Lord will the Lord be with us.
Yeah.
But shit, let your ass, let one of these people be in the forest, a big ass grizzly bear on their ass, you know, or got it.
No, I was gonna say, Lord's will, you know, the Most High keep us. What it tells you in Job the 5th chapter. All right, that the beasts of the field are gonna be at peace with the men of the Lord. Those wild beasts are gonna be like in the time of Noah. You know what I mean? The beasts are gonna be at peace with us. But these people, man, with these evil spirits on them, they gonna tear their ass up.
Tear them to pieces.
Yeah, a lot of you people who have pets, your dog gonna turn on you, your pet gonna turn on you, and grab you up, you know. And to be eaten alive by a wild beast, man, that's a terrible way to go. What did the Lord tell you in Jeremiah the 15th chapter? He has prepared 4 kinds, and one of those kinds of judgment was those teeth of wild beasts to tear. So what's going to happen here in Babylon? A lot of people are going to get eaten by beasts, animals, wild animals that escape from the zoo. These coyotes, they're going to be running in packs. These dogs, they're going to be running in packs, teaming up, you know. So that's what you got going on. That's what you're going to have going on more and more. You know, you got
a gun, and right now, you know, you see a lot of articles on like dogs mauling people.
Yeah.
You know, you had a dude over here in Modesto like the other day, you know, got mauled by a few dogs, man. You know, like I said, that ain't no nice way to go out.
That's a direct strike from the Father. You know?
It says, "For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, one it not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts full of rage."
Unknown wild beasts full of rage. And the Lord has new creatures that we haven't even seen yet. The only reason why He created them is for what? The Day of Judgment. You know, they call it like they got sightings. They call it the chupacabra, like this beast demon-looking dog-like creature that comes and eats up all the cattle. A lot of Issachar reported of seeing the creature. Or you got they call it a Bigfoot or the Sasquatch, a big man-looking creature that runs around in the forest with big ass feet, fucking up Esau. Or they call it the Yeti. Them ain't no mythological creatures. Those are real, you know? Yeah. And they're gonna be released in a time of evil to pour out the wrath and appease Him that made them. You know? Got it?
It says, "Or unknown wild beasts full of rage."
Unknown wild beasts full of rage, with that spirit of vengeance inside of them. You know?
It says, "Newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor."
Newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor. What's that fire? Like the creature Godzilla. How Godzilla was able to breathe fire out his mouth. That's Leviathan. The Lord has Leviathan in the ocean, in the very bottom of the ocean. He's gonna come up and he's gonna breathe fire on you people. You know? Fuck Esau and his navy up.
That's right. It says, or filthy scents of scattered smoke.
Filthy scents of scattered smoke. And what a coincidence! We got the Fleet Week going on right now. You know, Esau showing off his weak ass fighter jets, which the chariots are gonna decimate them fighter jets. But you got your Navy cruisers with the ships. And what a coincidence they here. We get into the Leviathan. And the Lord gonna use his powerful creatures to destroy you. You know? Got it?
That's right. It says, "Or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes."
That's Godzilla, or Leviathan, shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. So the Lord has creatures pretty much with power beyond any other beast. I always say this: Leviathan can be considered like a beast with spiritual power. He's able to shoot fire out of his mouth. He's able to shoot sparkles out of his eyes. You know, that's power. That's the Most High flexing His power. You know, got it.
Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once,
The harm might dispatch them at once. Continue.
but also the terrible sight utterly destroyed them.
The terrible sight utterly destroyed them. So just off you looking at this terrible beast, you have a heart attack and you drop dead. Matter of fact, what's that? Luke 21, man's heart's failing him for fear. Luke 21 and then after that we'll jump to Psalms 104. Luke 21, man's heart's failing him for fear. Luke 21 and 25.
It says Luke 21 and 25. "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and then the stars.
Sign in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars. We have all types of super moons, blood moons, shooting stars. All these are signs that the Lord is on his way. You know? Continue.
It says, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
The sea and the waves roaring. Hurricanes, tsunamis. Continue.
It says, verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear.
Men's hearts failing them for fear, meaning heart attacks. Just like we read in Wisdom of Solomon, it said the terrible sight utterly destroyed them. So you're going to have people having heart attacks from seeing the Leviathan, the great terrible beast. Got it?
That's right. It says, and men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Powers of heaven shall be shaken. So this is the great day of the Lord, which we read. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. We getting into some of the details, you know. Got it, Psalm 104.
Psalms 104 and 24. O Lord, how manifold are thy works. In wisdom hast thou made them all.
And wisdom, as the Lord made everything we see, which was created through the wisdom of Yahweh, which was given to his son, Yahweh Shai, which was then given to the elect. And they came down and manifested it in the third dimension, which was made all through the wisdom of Yahweh. Great, powerful works to put all this together.
The earth is full of thy riches.
The earth is full of the Heavenly Father's riches.
So is this great and wide sea.
So is this great and wide sea. And when I was doing the research, they said 95% of the ocean is undiscovered, I believe. 95% of the whole ocean is undiscovered. And 99% of the ocean floor is undiscovered. So pretty much they don't even know what the fuck is in the ocean, you know?
If I can add this too, we're just talking about the water at this point. What about the Amazon?
Yeah.
You know, and information that came out like months back, backing out creatures that they haven't seen in a while, man, and even new creatures, man, deep in the Amazon.
Pterodactyl type creatures. Well, pretty much. When you read Job, the 40th chapter, we can get into that too. It gets into the behemoth, which the behemoth would be considered. The brothers have seen the movie Jurassic Park. They call it the Bronchosaurus. It has the long neck, it has the big tail like a cedar tree. That would be considered the behemoth. But the Lord has these creatures hidden. And what a coincidence! The Amazon jungle is on fire.
Yeah.
What's that fire gonna do? That's gonna cause the creatures to come out of their habitat. No?
It said, the scriptures say beasts changing their places.
Wild beasts changing their places.
Yeah.
Got it,
Psalms 104 and 25. So is this great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts.
Both small and great beasts. You got small beasts. Some weak ass jets. Hey man, I say this. When men of the Lord get spiritual power, we gonna deal with your fighter jets, Esau. We're gonna pay you a personal visit, Lord's will. Whoever gets that power, we're gonna visit you with your fighter jets, you know.
There go the ships, there is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein.
There go the ships, and there is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein. So Leviathan plays with ships. What type of beast plays with ships? Like let's say you got an infant, you know, you put your little infant inside the bathtub, giving them a bath. You got the little floaties, and you see a little child playing with the floaties, having a good old time, having fun, laughing. I'm using that as an example. That's how Leviathan gonna be playing with your fucking ships, your big ass battle cruisers, tossing around like fucking toys, you know? Got that?
These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season.
It said these, and it said this, him, these, like the brother brought out, it's more than one. These are waiting on the Lord till they give them their meat in due season. What's their meat? To devour Esau. Like we brought that out in Sirach, the 39th chapter. The spirit's created for vengeance. So what the Most High is going to do, he's going to put a spirit of vengeance on Leviathan, and he's going to like come out of his habitat. He's going to lead the bottom of the ocean and come up with fierce anger, you know, rage, come out like with that fierce, terrible rage, like they show you in Godzilla. But the only thing I hated about Godzilla, they had Godzilla fighting on the side of you devils. It ain't gonna be like that in real life, you know. Yeah, you want to change it up to where Godzilla's on your side. He fighting on you. You know, it ain't gonna be. You gonna have to fight this beast, but you gonna lose miserably.
That thou givest them, they gather, thou openest thy hand. They are filled with good.
So the Lord is going to use these creatures to do his will, which is to bring death and destruction to the wicked of the earth. Like we get into Jacob's trouble, we get into Esau coming down with great wrath, but Jacob's trouble consists more than just Esau coming with wrath. It consists of wild beasts. It consists of you starving to death. It consists of a whole works of just different events. The chariots coming back, zapping you people. And that's why I tell you that in Daniel, the 12th chapter, a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. So there's never been a time like this on the earth, and there never will be.
And not to mention, there's going to be people fully possessed with legions of demons.
Yep.
So it's going to be like actual zombies. You know, people's going to be running around as if they were zombies, but they're going to be possessed with legions of demons.
And it's gonna be apparitions out here, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that.
As in, man, the same plagues that hit ancient Egypt and more, man.
And the Lord just open up. He's gonna open up on America, and it's gonna be known that the Lord hates this place. The Father is not happy with this place, so He's gonna let it be known by the amount of destruction He's gonna bring. You know.
And, if I may add too, those apparitions, they can cause heart attacks. You know, just seeing those fearful sights, people will actually drop dead.
So it's back to Wisdom of Solomon.
We gonna get it. We gonna get it all.
Yeah, that's right. Really, our people, dealing with our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're not taking that into consideration, man. All the things that the Heavenly Father has set to hit the soils, man, hit this earth, all right? The things that you're not going to be protected from, the things that you're going to be faced with, man, all right? The judgment thereof.
Solomon 17. You got it out.
Okay, this is Job, Job 41:1. Canst thou draw out Leviathan within hooks?
So pretty much the whole chapter of Job, the 41st chapter, gets into the Leviathan, which I've seen a lot of brothers put on the comment, a lot of new brothers that's coming into the faith. They were asking, like, what is the Leviathan? A lot of brothers that like don't know, they're not too familiar on the Leviathan, but so we're gonna get into some of the characteristics of the Leviathan, because what the Leviathan is, or what the Leviathans are, because there's many of them, it's an actual creature that the Heavenly Father created to show His power. The sea creature that dwells in the bottom of the ocean. It's the most powerful beast on the earth. And they make movies about it. They're like movies like Godzilla. They call it the Loch Ness Monster. Or you watch the movie Clash of the Titans, the Kraken.
Or Cloverfield.
Yeah, Cloverfield. Or what's the other one? Idris Elba played in part 1, Pacific Rim, you know.
Yeah,
they call it the kaiju, you know. These are actual creatures that actually live at the bottom of the ocean where man can't go, because the pressure at the bottom of the ocean is so deep that man can't go there. But the Heavenly Father created a beast so powerful He can dwell where pressure is beyond any technology on this earth, you know. Which the Heavenly Father created this beast for this great day of evil to show His power. You know? We're gonna get into the details of this beast.
That's right.
Didn't you bring out one time that they only know like 1% of the
Yeah, they only know 1%. 99% of the ocean floor is undiscovered, because Esau can't go past the limit that the Father gave him. The pressure gets so deep, because the farther you go down in the ocean, the more weight of the water is impacting the farther you go. So it gets tighter and tighter and tighter.
I believe the elements are more compact when you go. It's more condensed when you're going in the sea. Just like if you try to go up into space, man.
That's why when they go underwater, they gotta sit in that little air pressure tank. When they go underwater and when they come back up, because all that pressure in your body, you gotta get adjusted to.
And, you know, something just hit my spirit. The Leviathan has been living under that pressure for so long. That pretty much is like it's normal conditions.
Yeah.
So what type of power is he gonna have when he come out into this pressure? Hey, think about when Goku and Vegeta, brothers that's familiar with Dragon Ball Z, when they trained in a hyperbolic chamber, they would take the gravity up so high where they could barely move, and eventually they got used to it. They moving like lightning speed. So when they came back, you know, I'm speaking in the anime for brothers that are familiar. When they came back to the regular elements, they was fucking gods moving like in the god.
Because all that weight was off them, all that pressure. All right, that's why certain people when they train, they like train resistance training, or in the water you moving around and stuff because all that resistance. So when you get out, it's you moving quick as hell because your body got adjusted to all that pressure.
So what type of power is Leviathan gonna come with when he actually comes to the surface? You know, because he's been to the surface. That's why Job was able to record the details. But we haven't seen this creature. You know? Man has not really seen. The Lord has this like an actual cloak or a seal on this creature, so where Esau can't catch it. You know? He may catch little satellite pictures of it, little view here and there. The ocean may go do a little something crazy, but for the most part, the Lord has this creature concealed. It's gonna get to the details.
And Esau, he actually has audio of like creatures,
like sonic sounds and whatnot.
Yeah, underwater.
I did a lesson on that. They call it the bloop. It's called the bloop. It's pretty much what Esau did. He set up microphones around the ocean. They were like thousands of miles away, and he heard a sound so loud. He said, "There's no way this creature could have been." He said this creature had to be about 3,000 miles long, the way how loud it was. So who knows how big Leviathan is? You know.
It says Job 41:1, canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook?
So the Most High is being sarcastic. Can you, like how Jake, like we go fishing, you cast the net or you cast the rod into the ocean, and then you put the bait, you know, and then eventually whatever you're fishing for, you may be fishing for salmon or whatever fish, it catches the bait, you will them in. Can you do that with Leviathan? The Lord is being sarcastic. Can you cast a hook into the ocean and catch Leviathan? No.
Or his tongue with a cord, which thou lettest down.
His tongue with a cord, like you fishing, you catch the fish with the cord. Continue.
Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn?
Can you, like, you got the fishermen, they got the fish spears. They pierce they might be going whale hunting or something. Esau does that. He's supposed to be hunting whales, but he'll have a spear in there, jab it, the spear, put a hook through his nose. But can you do that with Leviathan? Continue.
Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee?
Will he make a covenant with thee, an agreement with thee?
Just like you were saying, how in the movie we saw try to make it seem like him and Godzilla in the film, they made an agreement. They fight on now they in league and shit.
Yeah, they in league to take out I forget his name. The beast, the king is king something. The beast with the three heads, you know. A battle. Hey, when them beasts come out, they ain't gonna be fighting each other. They gonna be after you fucking people, you know?
That's right. It says, will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou make him for a servant forever?
Wilt thou make him for a servant forever? Just like you got these animals in the zoo for servants forever. You got lions. Lions are very powerful creatures. They don't call them the king of the jungle for nothing. You got lions caged up. You got rhinoceroses caged up. Rhinoceros are very fierce creatures. You got all these mighty creatures locked up as a servant forever. You got gorillas, which gorillas are mighty creatures. You got them locked up. But can you do that with Leviathan? Can you take him for a servant?
It says, will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever? Wilt thou play with him as with a bird?
Yes, with the bird. Can you take him as a pet?
Yeah, Esau trying to do that with everything, you know?
He calls it domesticating.
Yeah, that's right. Just like they show in that movie King Kong, all right? What their whole plan was to find them. They're saying a myth. They went to go find them in the movie, and then they took them back to New York and caged them. You know, pretty much put them in captivity.
Made them respect.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that with Leviathan.
Until he got loose.
Yeah.
Until he got loose and took that white bitch all the way to the top of the building. You know?
That's right. It says, wilt thou play with him as with a bird, or wilt thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Lay thy hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him?
Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? Like we read in Wisdom of Solomon, the terrible sight of him utterly destroyed them. So shall not be one cast down at the sight of him. Leviathan is a terrible beast to look upon. It's like he would be considered like a monstrous looking creature. Sharp teeth, scaly skin. Who knows how he looks? I know he don't look like Godzilla because that's a watered down version. It's probably a creature that terrifies your ass, you know? His eyes is glowing, his teeth is smoke is coming out of his nose. And people gonna be like, what the fuck is that thing? Big as this building? Who know? You know it don't sound like Godzilla either. Probably got a terrible, beastly sound to it. You know, his sound probably break the sound barrier, windows shattering. He walking, earthquakes is happening. You know, he blowing fire. People gonna be, oh, what the fuck, man? Oh, I'm sorry, I repent. It's too late. You know?
It says, behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him?
Men's hearts fell in for fear. So Leviathan gonna come out. A lot of people just gonna drop dead. I seen it all. Give up the ghost. You know, because it's gonna be like everything that you ever thought was fantasy is gonna be a reality. Men with spiritual power, chariots coming down, Leviathan coming. It's gonna dead bodies everywhere. Like I know that the head brother from the LA camp, his son, Watsak's son, had a vision, and his son is an artist, so he asked his son to draw out the vision that he seen, and he drew. You seen chariots in the air, shooting laser beams on buildings. You seen dead bodies everywhere, just laying on the ground, and on the right side of the picture, you seen this big sea creature coming out the ocean, standing taller than the buildings. And Mawatsak asked his son to explain, and he said as the creature was coming out the ocean, the water was actually bubbling, like how you bubble, you start boil, like how you boil a pot. Leviathan actually makes the water boil. We're gonna get into it, you know? So through the Spirit, the Lord gave his son an actual vision of what's to come.
Verse 10, none is so fierce that dare stir him up.
Yeah, none is so fierce that dare stir him up.
Who then is able to stand before me?
If nobody can stir up Leviathan, who then is there to stand before the person that created Leviathan, which is Yahweh? You know? The Father created this beast. So if you can't stand up against this beast, how can you come against the power himself that created this beast?
That's right.
You know? You got it?
It says, who have prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine.
Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So he created this beast, and he's going to be the only one that has the power to release the beast. They showed you that in the movie The Kraken, when what's his name? Hades went up to Zeus, which that's that Greek mythology bullshit. They get a lot of their ideas from the scriptures. Because that Greek mythology, Zeus came from Jakes. So pretty much Hades went to Zeus and said it's time to bring the judgment on the people. Remember the movie? It's time to bring the judgment on the people. And he looked at Zeus, and Zeus, they zoomed, you know, they do the fancy camera angles. Release the Kraken. And then it zoomed in, that big ass monster came out. So the Most High gonna give the order, release Leviathan. You know, and then the evil spirits gonna come down and jump in him. He gonna come out the ocean and wreak havoc in his place, you know? And it's gonna be the worst destruction this earth has ever seen. And I pray he hits in San Francisco. I hope this place get fucking annihilated by Leviathan. Right?
Yeah, that right earthquake might wake him up, might bring him up out the deep. You know?
Or he caused the earthquake.
I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion.
The Most High said he's not going to conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion, meaning the Most High is not going to hide him. Right now, the Most High has him concealed. You can't really I can't go to Google and type in Leviathan to see an actual HD picture of the beast. Oh, that's what he looked like. That's the scales. you got speculation. You type of Leviathan, you got people that draw pictures up. They may look like this, he may look like that. People at different ancient, what do you call it, sailors have reported, gave their testimony, their drawing of different creatures. But we don't actually have a physical evidence of his how he really looks, because the Most High has him concealed. But the Lord said, I will not conceal his comely parts. The Lord gonna let him out, you know, open the cage, so to speak. It's gonna be terrible. Got it?
Who can discover the face of his garment, or who can come to him with his double bridle? Yep. Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about.
His teeth are terrible round about. Meaning, you see the sight of his teeth. They're terrible. And the Most High got some animals, like if a dog growl at you, a dog like a pit bull or something, or a German shepherd, and they growl at you and they show them terrible teeth, and that kind of puts more fear on you because you see the power that he's coming with. When Leviathan says his teeth are terrible, you know, she got sharp teeth.
It says his scales are his pride.
His scales are his pride. See?
Shut up together as with a closed seal.
Shut up together as with a closed seal, meaning his skin is airtight. The creature's skin is airtight. Got it up?
Oh yeah, bug out. One is so near to another that no air can come between them.
One that is so close together that no air.
Jesus Christ loves everybody. Jesus saves. Jesus Christ loves you guys. We got another hate group in our city. This is the Black KKK. Jesus Christ loves everybody.
One is so near
Jesus
to
saves.
that no air can come
Jesus
between
saves.
them. They
Jesus
are joined
Christ
one to
loves
another.
you guys.
They stick together that they cannot be sundered by hate.
I thought he loved everybody and
You're gonna die and
everything.
go to hell with your doctrine. Repent, that blood is on your hand. The blind lead the blind. You're all gonna fall in the
Now
ditch.
you blind.
Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. I'm here to tell you that.
Jesus Christ is
Now
not
your
his name.
blood is not on my hand. I shake the dust off my feet and keep it moving.
Jesus saves. This is a hate group in our city. This is the Black KKK. He's full of hate though. Here it is. He's in America, right? He's in San Francisco. This city promotes homosexuality and lesbianism, man.
Yep.
He ain't got no problem with that. Get 2 Peter 2:6 real quick. That's just another knucklehead nigga that the Most High gonna destroy, man. You can see the nigga got a keloid on his face from shaving, man. That's judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And through the spirit, I think he the same motherfucker that was at ICR's camp years ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I recognize his voice. He's doing the same shit. Screaming Jesus.
Cross country, man. Cross country niggas, man.
Yeah, cross country.
2 Peter 2:6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, what's promoted here in San Francisco in particular, man? Homosexuality, transgenderism, non-gender binaryism, which is madness in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He ain't preaching against that. He literally said Jesus loved everybody. What about homosexuals? What about people that consider themselves transgender? What about Edomites?
Yeah.